Hello, everyone. How are you? This is Dagmar, a spiritual healer, teacher, and your guide throughout this maze of 3D and ascension process and rising into 5D. Boy, this year, 2022 so far has been extremely intense. I don't know about you, but I've been hit by a ton of stuff. And it's been absolutely incredible. And luckily, I know how to deal with things like that show up because I understand that it is us connecting with that unresolved past pain. And luckily, I know how to heal from that and swing myself back up, basically. I was dealing with some bureaucrats in the government recently, and the gal said something to me and it sent me into the mind dump, if you will. Send my mind into the gutter, I guess, if you will. And boy, I felt all that fear and anxiety and, sadness and upset, and my world was falling apart. And I spent in it like a couple of days before I actually realized, and this is, mind you, I'm a professional at this, but sometimes you can't see your own stuff for all the trees, right? But it took me a couple of days to realize, hey, I actually connected with something that I need to heal. And so once I realized that, I was actually able to heal that. It had to do with a past lifetime. And I healed it and I snapped myself right back up. And all of a sudden I was back in my power, being able to deal with things from the center of my power, rather than from, being down in the gutter and in the dumps and fear and all that stuff. It's very difficult to resolve situations from that place. So you want to always be in your power when you're trying to actually resolve situations. Not only that, but also when you heal that past, that unresolved past that you connected with, it shifts the vibration within you enough where it can potentially change the whole situation externally of you. Okay, and I've seen this happen many, many times. And so not only does it swing you back into your power and out of fear and anxiety or anger or whatever you're experiencing on the low vibrational scale, but also it helps you actually resolve the reality by shifting your vibration. And it is so much more powerful than you actually trying to go out there and fix it in the physical world. Okay, it usually works way, way more effective in fixing itself just by the mere shifting of your vibration. I've experienced this so many times. It's absolutely beautiful thing. Now, sometimes there's layers that you have to walk through for the same thing, because sometimes we've experienced multiple, similar events that are causing the similar kind of symptoms or similar, that same trigger, if you will. But nonetheless, once you get through all of them, that's it. There you are, back in your power. So I've been just, I tell you, this beginning of the year, bombarded with just stuff that's been connecting me with the deeper still pain, and that I didn't even know that was still there, and this, I've been doing lots of work on myself for the many years now, but I'm also an old soul. So I've had a lot of past lifetimes, a lot of past experiences. So it takes a while for us old souls to get through all that and actually heal it all up. Now, I feel bad for those of you who don't know how to do this, who don't know how to swing yourself back up out of it, because when you don't do anything about it, you can actually stay in this depressed sort of space, if you will, or in this fear and anxiety for a very long time, depending on how much you can disconnect from the situation that triggered. Okay, because if it's something that's in your life on a regular basis that you can't just get away from, a situation, or perhaps your finances or your partner, or whatever, it's close to home, right? And so you can't quite disconnect, then you can stay in a depressed state or in the state of anxiety for a very long time. And I want to let you know, I understand there's so many things out there that you're being bombarded with, do this, do that, do the other, and a lot of it doesn't work. And I'm sorry for that, because I see that myself, and it's such a sad thing, but I can tell you that what I do works, okay? And, you know, of course you don't have to believe me, but, you know, try it out with me. You know, have a session with me if you need to try it out. But I have actually put together, because of that, a system that I call the 12-month alchemy to 5D health and living, or 5D health and thriving. And it's a system which includes the shadow work program. And for basically around $100 a month, you can participate for a whole year with me or work with me to clear and to help you heal the past so that you won't experience these triggers, or I'm going to help you identify how to access the exact point within yourself that was triggered in a specific instance, and heal that part so that you can shift yourself back up into your power, and help you go through the process of basically healing yourself out of that 3D matrix and healing yourself into the 5th dimension, because the 5th dimension is all about love. It's a love-based existence. Now, I'm not talking about romantic love. I'm talking about the vibration of love. And the vibration of love is very high up on the tone scale, whereas most of us live in the fear-based existence, which is the 3D, which is the fear, vibration of fear is in a very low vibrational space. And so, you know, the way to move yourself up is through healing the unresolved pain, because the pain that you keep carrying over and, you know, through this lifetime, I'm talking about pain that's not resolved, that hasn't been fully processed. And a lot of us have a lot of it and we don't even know it, okay? Including stuff that you've experienced in past lifetimes. You're carrying all of that with you. And that's what keeps you in the low vibrations. That's what, you know, life triggers with you. That's what people trigger with you. That's what takes you down into those dumps mentally and emotionally, okay? That's what needs to be healed. And I'll take you through the process for a whole year, and it's got all the shadow work stuff in there, as well as you get, you know, FaceTime with me every week, as well as I also teach on detoxing the body, because, you know, that's a whole nother scope that I don't want to get into in too much detail, but we're being poisoned left and right. And the medical industry is of no help. It's all run by the pharmaceuticals, which are all about profit, and it's all about poisoning you and making you sick. And so what do you do, you know? And I have had my own personal experiences. You know, Spirit put me through a certain education in regards to that. I know a few things as to how to, you know, get yourself back into health. And I'll be teaching in that whole 12-month alchemy for 5D health and thriving on that as well. So you get that plus the shadow program. And so you get from both angles, all right, from the spiritual side, from the physical side, mental, emotional side, you know, basically help you rise and help you feel good. Okay, so that's my offer to you. I've been doing this for over 16 years. I've been helping people improve their lives. I've seen some miraculous stuff with the healings that I do. I call them Arial Quantum Healings. And so just join me, because you don't have to. You really don't have to stay depressed for 4 years, okay? I mean, okay, with me, it lasted maybe 2 days and that was it. Then I did the healing and swung myself back out of it. That's how easy it is. But you got to know what to do. You got to know how to work with yourself and how to access that part of you. So join me. I'm going to put some links below. If you have questions, please feel free to connect with me. And, you know, I offer free 20-minute phone consultations to help clarify any questions that you may have about anything I do. So please get in touch with me if you're in doubt and you would like to actually help yourself. Don't hesitate, because I am here to basically help you in this ascension process. This is my sole purpose. And I want to reach as many of you as I possibly can. And that's why I devised this, system, the 12-month alchemy to 5D health and thriving. So I hope you'll join me in that. I would really love to work with you. And otherwise, I wish you a blessed journey, whatever journey you're on. Much love.